Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade.
Well, it is that time, isn't it? Well, welcome to this evening's Morse code training for beginners, and welcome back. This is lesson number 4. Question to everyone, how's the practicing going? Everybody practicing? 20 minutes a day? Trying? Well, it's very important if we want to progress and learn to keep up the practice, because without the practice, I'm afraid, it probably won't happen.
I'm not practicing as long as you would like, but I'm trying to practice in between phone calls, meetings, and every other thing that I do during the day.
Well, as long as you can try and get 20 minutes in a day, you should be on track to get to where we want to be.
Robert, how much wire you got? Can we just string a straight line from your house to mine, and so we can practice back and forth?
Oh, on 80 meters?
So we've actually still on phase 1 and 2. We've started learning all the characters. We're learning at least quite a few already, and we've got some more to learn and practice tonight. And we'll practice and practice until we all go crazy. So, lesson 1, 2, and 3, we indeed covered these letters, the E, I, S, H, T, A, and number 5, the M is O, N, and 0, and R, K, D, W, 1, and 2. We'll revise those again tonight, and then we'll start going further as far as learning. So, a question came up the other week on holding the key. Here's the key I had out earlier. It's the one out of my shack. And the way I hold it is indeed with the index finger on the top of the knob, and just like the photo, the thumb on the left-hand side, and the finger on the right side of that knob. Now there's 2 different ways to actually hold the key. Some people have their keys mounted right on the end of the desk, which is fine. But the thing is, if I'm sitting here with my arm here, the ergonomics is not correct. You're going to end up with fatigue in the arm. So if you don't have the right height, what I recommend is push the key out about 18 inches from the edge of the desk and operate it here, like so. And that way, you will not end up with carpal tunnel. That's important. Question, it's irrelevant for learning Morse code, but this key has like a large plastic washer on it. Anyone? It's not really for resting your fingers and thumbs on it, but it was there put there for an intent and purpose from the early days.
I have a key like that. What was it for?
So any ideas what this washer, the large plastic washer, is really for? Well, in the old days when this plugged into a tube transceiver, it's for shock, yes. If you touch the metal parts of your key, usually in the metal part of the rig, you will in fact receive a high voltage shock. And that has happened to me before. 400 volts DC, it does hurt. And but that's why it was there. A lot of the modern rigs don't have that high voltage, so you don't need to worry about that these days. But if you're using an old, say, transmitter with the tubes in it, with a high voltage, some of those was 1,000 volts on the final tubes, that can hurt, because you're keying part of that circuit, and that circuit is live. So that was to protect you, and that's why this key's got a metal cover over all the workings, so that you didn't accidentally touch the actual parts and get electric shock. It's a trivia thing.
Talking about your key, is that larger knob on the top a part of, like for maritime usage, so you can hang on to it if the ship is rolling and pitching, or is that just a fable?
That's I would say more of a fable. The way that the knob is here, there's 2 styles of knobs that are out there that I know of. One is a British or European kind of style knob, and the other one is an American style knob. And basically, you'll find a lot of American keys, I've been told, that don't have the actual washer on. How true that is, I don't know. But good question. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong thing there, sorry. The next picture, anyone recognize one of those? Paddle key. And the correct way to hold it. Everybody familiar with the correct way to hold a paddle key? Well, basically, the paddle key is actually at about 30 to 45 degrees at an angle from the hand to get the comfort that you need to be able to send, is what I've been told. And obviously, your thumb is pressing one of the paddles. The key is out like this. Is what I've been told. And again, it's a good idea to hold it and rest your arm rather than out here and try and use the paddles out here because of carpal tunnel syndrome. So I thought it'd be interesting to point that out. Anyone else got any comments on the paddle key?
I've seen those, I've seen some of them for sale at Hamfests and the boneyards and stuff like that. Is there a distinct advantage between the key and the paddle, or is it just a preference thing?
Well, there's a lot of pros and cons out there for both. It all depends on your preference, basically. I prefer a straight key because I get more of a feel of the key and more of the rhythm of the up and down switching, and the timing, everything is up to me. Whereas when you're trying to learn paddle key with a keyer, you press the dashes and it's a fixed dash. You press the dots and it's like a machine gun going off. So if you can coordinate those with moving your thumb and your finger, then it's a great way to do it. For the same amount of code that you send, I have to do 135 operations of a straight key versus only 65 operations of a paddle key. Now, work that out. But it's preference again, whether you want to use the paddle key or the straight key. I prefer both, but I use this one in the shack, but I have used the other one occasionally. The thing with the paddle key, or I believe, is you've got the black box, you can pre-program it and have it ready to go for canned messages during a contest. It can be very useful. Hopefully that helps. So, revision. Sounds that we've learned. Everybody familiar now with all these letters? You happy with them? Because I'm going to now do a quiz. I'm going to send it at one speed, 20 words a minute, with the original spacing. And then I'm going to send it again with the 15 words a minute. And we'll see how that works out. So you write down what you get, and here we go. So that was the 20. I'm not going to ask anyone to read it back to me just yet. I'm going to just ask, did everyone get 100% of that? Okay, great. There are some hundreds. Anyone just get about 50%? with that? No hands? 10%? Up? 25% maybe? Okay. It's just to give an idea of where we're at. I'm going to repeat it at a slower speed, so it gives you time to think and write the letters down. See if this helps for some of you who may be struggling a little bit. So that was repeated at 15 words a minute, at the same spacing as the 20 words per minute. How well did we do there? Better? Oh, good, good. That's impressive. Can anyone care to read that back? Anyone?
RKDWEWERETDEDOKORERONNIE. I think I missed one in there somewhere.
No, it's pretty good, pretty good. Everyone else got something very similar? Good.
I'm having a little bit of trouble with the acoustics in the room, not with the keying, but with the voices. Could you have that string read back, please, Melvin?
Yes, I'll read it back to you. It's Romeo, Kilo, Delta, Whiskey, Echo, Whiskey, Echo, Romeo, Echo, Tango, Delta, Echo, Delta, Echo, Delta, Oscar, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo, Echo, Romeo, Oscar, November, November, India, Echo. And that was at 20 and then 15. I thought it would give everyone a second chance of the apple at 15. I'm going to do the same with the next one and see how we are with that. This one will be numbers. And with the numbers we're doing, just to refresh everybody's memory, 1, 2, 0, 5 are the numbers that you'll hear. And you may hear an 8, hopefully not, but you might. And here we go at 20. So that's the 20 words a minute. Again, did anyone get 100%, they think? At least 2? maybe 3 people. That's cool. I'm going to repeat it at a slower speed of 15, and that should be a little bit helpful for those who missed the first. Here we go. Ready? Go. So that's, anyone get 100% now?
I think so.
Would anyone like to read that back?
I'll try it. 5 5 5 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 0 1 0 1 0 5 1 0 2 1 0 1 2 5 2 2 5 1 2 0.
The first group was 1 1 1 1 2, and then the rest of them were, like you just said, 2 1 2 1 2, 0 1 0 1 0, 5 1 0 2 1, 0 1 2 5 2, and 2 5 1 2 0. Very good, very good. I'll give you an A+ for that. Very good. And I'm going to play the next one. It's just very short, and it's just to get you in the feel for some ham radio kind of thing. Here we go. You ready? And go. Like I said, it would be short. Anyone?
Okay, okay, okay.
It's okay.
Okay, RR, 5NN, 5NN.
So it's what is here on the air a lot of the times is okay, Roger, Roger, 5 and 9, 5 and 9.
Okay. I got backwards. I got OR, KK5.
So you'll hear that a lot. Yeah, that's why I said it's good to kind of get. So you'll hear a lot of hams send, okay, Roger, Roger, 5 9, 5 9. Sometimes they'll start off, your report is 5 9, 5 9. Sometimes you get that.
And the ends are cheaper to do than number 9.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cheaper, but shorter. Yeah.
Shorter. You'll see a lot of hams will send the ends instead of 9. Just want you to kind of get into that feeling of ham radio. The next one I'm going to play is actually plain, what I call plain language. Does everyone understand when I say plain language? Just regular text. And see what you think of this. I'll stop it a little bit along the way and see how we're doing. Anyone get that so far?
10, Tom, not Tim, time.
It was actually T, Tom, not Tim time. When I said plain language, I didn't say it was going to make sense. But
So I got the Tom, not Tim, time. What was the first word?
T,
T.
T-E-A,
Oh, T-E-A. Okay, I get my N's and my A's backed up. Gee whiz, does that?
That's the problem I have with my P's and R's.
so it's T, Tom, not Tim, time.
Yep.
So here's another little one as well. So, how did we do with that short phrase? Anyone? So the first word, Sierra, Hotel, India, Oscar. Then shine. What's after shine? Anyone?
Money. M-O-N-E-A-T.
M-O-N-T. Mont. And then 8. Ash. 2. On. Shan. It's Chinese backwards.
Oh, wow.
So the first one was S-H-I-O, second one was shine, the third one began with an M.
Mike, Oscar, November, Tango. Alpha, Tango, Echo. Alpha, Sierra, Hotel. Tango, Oscar. Oscar, November. Sierra, Hotel, Oscar, November, Echo.
You missed a
I
word.
copied the same in front of the ash.
Yeah.
S-A-M-E.
Oh yes, I missed out the same. Correct. I should have written that down while I was, but same, you're correct. So everybody's pretty good. That was a revision of all the letters so far. That's why I put a short thing there together for you. Now, letters V, U, G, and number 8. Remember what this one is? Yeah. U and then G. 8. So that's the sound of them. I've got some pre-recorded ones here we can listen to. They're spaced somewhat differently. Let's see how we do with that. Does everyone get that? It's straightforward. Did you mix the G's and the U's? So it was 5 E's, 5 U's, 5 G's, 5 8's. I'm going to repeat that so people can hear it slightly slower, because it's important. If you're not getting it, maybe we're going a little bit too fast. So how are you feeling about this slightly slower speed? Anybody find it easier? Some people are nodding. Yeah. What I find is if I try to go too slow, I find it harder for me than I prefer to go faster. But individuals, we all learn at a different pace. As like I said, it's class 1. So you may be one of those that needs a bit more time. So bear with me, I'm trying to accommodate everybody. Now we're going to do the same with some numbers at 20 words a minute and then 15. Now the numbers will consist of this time 1, 0, 2, 5, 8, and 1, because you already just revised the 8 as well. So we'll start with the 20 words a minute and see how you make out with that. So that was at 20 words a minute. There's 4 groups of 6 numbers in each group. Not 5, but 6. I decided to foil you a little bit. Normally I stick to 5, but this time I was 6. I'm going to repeat the same numbers, but at 15 words a minute. Ready? So how did we do? Does anyone like to read those back? Do you want to, Robert, do you want to read them back?
102581, 018251, 110528, 850112.
Great, 100%. Correct. Thank you. Well done. Excellent. Okay. Well, before we get into another 20 minutes of me rattling away on the key, I think it would be a good idea just to skip to the next slide and then come back, read this one, see if you can get this one, and then we'll and some of the letters we haven't covered in the class yet, but some of the people that are already acquainted with Morse probably got an idea what I was saying. Break time, 5 minutes. So I put together some practice sheets here. I'll send everybody a copy email, that is, lesson 4. Rather than print it all out, and I'll just email it to everybody. I've got Dan on the list now, so you'll be good to go, Dan. And I'm going to send some of these for everyone to have a chance of writing them down. So we'll be covering basically nearly all the letters, just mixed up at random, and some of them don't make a lot of sense again, but that's okay. So everybody ready? Eyes down, paper, pens ready? Here we go. Anyone like to try reading that one back? Anybody not get it? Tish was the first word. Ken, Simon, and then W-I-N-N-E, and Stan. Anyone not get that? Cool. I'll see how you do on the next one. Here we go. Anyone would like to read that one back?
Missy and Ron are 52 now?
Yes, 100%.
What was that?
Missy and Ron are 52 now. And here's another short one. Correct. Tad, Tim, and Hester are 51.
Sue and Trish are 15, Chris is 12.
Correct. Well done.
What's that, Sue and what?
Sue and Trish are 15. Chris is 12. You ready for next one? How was that one?
Time is something.
Time is eons, E-O-N-S.
Okay, that's what I got. I just didn't look right.
Yeah, I think someone wrote them so that you couldn't obviously guess some of them. That's why it was written like it is. Are you ready? Next one. How was that one?
Is it item 50 on the test?
Correct. This is item 50 on the test. And the next one.
It is new now.
It is new something.
It is new now.
It is new now, yes. It was new then. And the next one.
Restaurant or not?
Restaurant or not, correct. Right now, correct? Store, 5, S-T-E. What was the last letter? M-E.
Would you run the phrase again?
That's what I copied, but I didn't know what it meant.
It's just to confuse you all. It seems to work. So you can't guess it.
No, I know you can't, that's what I'm saying, can you say what the words were again? Because
Oh.
I didn't hear our colleague back there.
Right, R-I-T-E, now, store, 5, S-T-E-M-E, steam.
It's like the lyrics from a 60s song.
Yeah.
They make
Yeah.
no sense.
They don't make a lot of sense, but the whole idea is to get the letters in some kind of order where you can send them and you can actually read them and write them down. What I might try doing is bringing just a textbook and do it from a textbook.
As long as it's not something like organic chemistry or something.
Anyone like to try coming up and sending for a couple of lines or a few words? Make yourself comfortable. And there's an easy one to send.
I'm holding it like this.
Yeah.
It was more like an M than
So-
Wasabi?
I try.
Try it again. Dan will send that same line again. Anyone able to decipher? He and he is the first word. Ken is the last word, so getting there. Second word,
Okay. Second word is. Oop, messed up already. Second word. No, I messed up
not
again.
quite.
Okay. Second word.
Yeah, Sierra, Mike, Oscar, Tango, Echo. Yep.
We smoke the,
Yeah. Gonna send that one again. Want to send it again, or this letter was not too good.
Okay.
You didn't get this letter pronounced da dip. So try it again. So when you're sending it, make sure you kind of pronounce the dashes a little bit longer. So try it again. Stone. Well done, Dan. But I suggest when you're sending, try practicing at home and get the dashes slightly longer.
I use
A bug key.
I use paddles, so that's why it's the straight key is a little bit different.
Well, we'll try and bring a bug key in maybe next week with a decoder. I'll try and borrow one. I know somebody who's trying to learn one. So I'll just resend that one Dan sent, so you can just bear with me. So that was what Dan sent. He smote the stone Ken. And for those of you who aren't practicing at home with a key yet, I suggest you start at least practicing it a little bit, some of the letters, whether it's a bug key or whether it's a straight key. And next week I will try and bring in, I did have the other key with me, but it's a technical error, it's not working tonight. So I will have that up and running. And what I will try and do is pass this around. I've got a 25-foot cable, so I'm going to be passing it around for everybody to, I've only got a straight key, unfortunately, but at least you can get a try at using the straight key. And it's worthwhile practicing. And tonight we've got an amplifier set up for an audio. So we've got one student who wants to wear headphones, so he's actually able to do that as well. If you're not comfortable with the sound around you, I recommend you also wear headphones. But I don't have enough to go around for everybody. I've only got one little amplifier here tonight.
Now, if we want to try it, can we do BYOK, bring your own key?
Bring your own key if you want.
Okay.
It's just a regular plug-in key.
1/4 inch? Okay.
Yeah. This is what, 6mm or whatever it is.
1/4 inch, yeah.
That's what I've got here.
Okay.
And you can plug it in. It's only set up for straight keys, though.
That's
But-
okay.
yeah.
Got a little straight key.
Yeah, you can bring your own key next week and have a go at sending, but it's important that we all get some practice at sending as well as receiving. Are we ready for some more practice? Well, here we go. I've already heard someone already has that. What did we get? Anyone? The rest snores too. Are we ready again? Yes, exactly. Dan did, and now he is down 10. Well done. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, it was a pretty long sentence, but hopefully it made some sense. Anyone get part of it?
started to hiss and shook and I got HOOS.
That's what it was, HOOS.
It was 50?
It was 50. That's 100% copy. Well done. I threw an HOOS in them there so that it replaced the word house.
Could you read the line back again?
Yep. The wind started to hiss and shook the hoose. It was 50. HOOS. Instead of HOUSE. Just. I know it's kind of disrupts the English language. But this is Morse code, right? So here we go. This one should be a lot easier. There was hail too. Oh, now we got something even worse than hail. Are we ready?
When she saw the snow, she sat down and did something.
And cried with a K.
Okay.
We haven't learned. Some of us haven't learned that yet. It's not in our vocabulary, so it's I had to put something in to make it so we understand it, which was a K. How we're all doing? Getting tired? How about some numbers to make it easier? Number review. Oh boy. Are we ready? See how we do with numbers. Does anybody recognize that? Error. 8 dots, error. I didn't send what I wanted to send. Ready? Here we go. How did we do with those 4 numbers? $50, 10, 100, I hope,
100. 105.
and 105. Yep, that's correct. Oh, try this one. This one's really good. It's not just numbers, it's a mix of numbers and words. 22 meters down. Yep. You might get that on the air one day, 22 meters down, or something similar. Are we ready? Try this one.
Zero one two five one oh five.
501 25 205. And this one will throw a curveball at you a little bit, but here we go.
$125 kilometers?
125 kilometers. That is correct. Okay, we'll move on a little bit because we introduction to some letters that we learned recently and see how we remember these. See how we did with those. What did we introduce, do you think? V. So what did we get?
6 V's,
6 V's,
van,
van,
view, 5F,
Yeah.
AVE.
yeah, 6 V's with different spacing, van, vent, view, and have.
5 and H.
Some people might have written a 5 and 5A, VE, but that's okay. So, see if we can get these next few words. Nerve was the last one, yeah. The one before that was never. Vain. What was the first one? Anyone? Anyone get that? Gary got that.
What was the second?
The second one.
Vain, vain, never, and never.
Vain, vain, never, nerve. Cool. They're getting easier. Okay, we're ready for another one? Here we go then.
Leaving as it was.
Weaving as it was. That's very good. Are we ready for another one? How about that?
Dive, dive.
Dive, dive, dive. I made a mistake with a dive. One of the dives has a 3, not a V, so I don't know if you got that. Ready? Here we go.
$25.
25 visitors.
25 visitors?
Visitors. How are we doing with that one?
Read verse, I think it's 15.
Read verse 15 to me.
Okay, I didn't get the last.
You did get it. Okay, here we go again.
When I wish upon a star.
When I wish upon a star. We haven't covered the letter P, but if those of you that are familiar, you would have got, that's the letter P. So if you got a dash instead of a P or a space, you probably could fill in the blanks. And sometimes when you're reading the code and translating it, you will miss more than letters, and you can actually go back and fill the letters in. Some of it makes common sense. So here we go again. Dream more. Dream more. Are we doing well? Have a great evening. So we'll continue, see how we do with that. Anyone else would like to come up, do a bit of sending, have a try? You're welcome to do that. Cool. Come on along. Choose any way you like. How did we do with that one?
Ursula stood down.
The 100%, that is correct. Ursula stood down. Anyone?
Drake thanked Van.
Very good. Exactly.
What was that?
Very good. Drake thanked Van. Victor Alpha November. But that's very good. You've done that before.
Practiced a little.
Practiced a little bit. Cool. Well, let's go on to the next one. We're going to add the letter G into the mix, and we can start making a lot more words with the letter G. So here we go. See how we do with this.
Grove. First word, grove.
Grover. Shrugs. S-H-R-U-G-S. Are we ready? Then here we go.
Something is gross.
Smog. Sierra Mike Oscar Golf is gross. Are we ready? We'll try one more and see how you do. String instruments are great. 100%. I do. Yes, I like wings. Do you? Are we ready?
Guess how this works, Green?
Yeah, that's correct. Guess how this works, Gran?
Found something.
Don't nag. Anybody?
Missed it.
The first word?
I missed the second word.
The second word? Ghosts shake us. Yep. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing well. Here we go with a few more. Any good, Robert?
I think I've kind of hit the wall.
Hit the wall. Okay. Anyone else?
Vegan dinners take time to make.
Yeah, vegan dinners take time to make. Well, let's see how we do with this one. You like that one? Give the gun to Dave. Well, for those people who like the C, see how we do this one.
The sea is raging overnight.
The sea is raging overnight. So you're all doing pretty well tonight, really. Some of you prefer the slower than the faster speed, but that's okay. We're trying to give everyone a chance to catch up. So Morse code for next week. Practice over the next week, ready to listen and write down the following letters. We're going to add B, F, 9, and question mark. And the B, anyone know what B is? And the F, we talked about F last week. And 9. And we're going to throw in a question mark. Or IMI. Did, did it. And I've got it recorded here, just to give you a listen to what it sounds like at the 20. So that was at 20. If I slow it down, so how did you all do with that one? Fairly straightforward. The letter B, F, 9. The most difficult one probably to remember is going to be the question mark.
It's actually pretty balanced. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. It's I all mixed together.
Almost like a pro word sort of thing, right?
Yeah. Punctuation. You have to learn some of the basic punctuation, but basically it just takes time. And what happens is when you're writing the code down in regular, letters and numbers, and then suddenly in the middle someone throws a slash at you or a backslash or whatever, then you kind of get thrown and you miss the next two letters. But you'll find you get used to it, and it comes eventually. Well, I thank you all for coming this evening, and hopefully you did have fun and not too burned out this evening, and we'll get together another week's time, and we'll throw a few more good quotes around. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Just email me.
Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da, da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade.